Alright guys, in this video we'll be going over the solutions to the 3 problems that you tried on your own. Let's go ahead and get started. So for A, we're looking for 2 numbers that add to 10 and multiply to 25. So let's think of numbers that multiply to 25. 1 and 25 and 5 and 5. So which one of these adds to 10? Well, our 5 and 5 does. So our solution is going to be x plus 5 times x plus 5. I'm going to have 2 of those. Then I'm going to use the zero product property. So I'm going to set that first quantity equal to 0. So I have 0 equals x plus 5. When I solve for x, I get that negative 5 equals x. And I know that the other one is going to be the same. So for this one, I really only have one solution. Okay, let's do the next one. So remember, before I do anything, I need to make sure that my equation is set equal to 0. B is not set equal to 0, so I need to set it equal to 0. And I'm going to do that by subtracting 7 on both sides of the equation. So I end up with an equation that looks like 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 48. Okay, now we have to think of numbers that add to 2, positive 2, and multiply to negative 48. So let's come up with a list of numbers that multiply to negative 48. Well, I've got 1 and negative 48, and I can swap those negative signs. 2 and negative 24, negative 2 and 24. I've got 3 and negative 16, negative 3 and positive 16. I've got 4 and negative 12, swap those signs. And then I've also got 6 and negative 8, and I can swap those signs as well. Okay, so now of these pairings, I'm looking for the one that also adds to negative 2, and it's actually going to be this one because 6 plus negative 8 does give me, I'm looking for the pairing that adds to positive 2, because this sign right here is a positive. So we want actually this pairing because negative 6 plus 8 equals positive 2. So I can get rid of all of these. I don't need them. Okay, so then when I plug that into my structure, I'm going to end up with something that looks like x minus 6 times x plus 8. And then we want to use the zero product property. So let me move over here. So I'm going to set x minus 6 equal to 0 and solve. And I end up with x equals 6. And then I also have to set x plus 8 equal to 0. And I end up with x equals negative 8. So these are my 2 solutions for this problem. Okay, let's do the last one. So again, I need to set it equal to 0. It's not set equal to 0, so I'm going to do that by adding 12x to both sides of my equation. And I end up with something that looks like 0 equals x squared. I'm going to put plus 12x right here because I want to put things in descending order. Plus 27. Okay, now that we're here, I'm looking for 2 numbers that add to positive 12 and multiply to positive 27. So let's think of numbers that multiply to positive 27. I've got 1 and 27, and I've also got 3 and 9. And I think that's it. So of these numbers, 3 and 9, when I add them together, they give me 12. So when I substitute them into my factored form, since 3 and 9 are both positive, I'm going to have x plus 3 and x plus 9. Now I want to use the zero product property to help me solve. So I have x plus 3 equals 0. Solve for x. One of my solutions is x equals negative 3. And in the next, I end up with x equals negative 9 as my other solution. All right, thanks for watching. Go ahead and do the Google form homework as a check.